Namaste, my good people. Your one and only holistic hippie nutritionist here, back with another knowledge drop. Okay. Now, in trying to start my channel, there's so many broad spectrum of topics we could begin with. So many things under the holistic sun, so many things under the plant-based sun that we could go. But I've come to realize, okay, that I am a steward, as you may call it, an ambassador, or just a messenger of this right here. And this is Chaga. Okay? Hopefully we can get a good focus in here. Chaga mushroom. Okay? Classified as the king of mushrooms. Okay? See if we can get a zoom in on that. This is melanin right here. This dark pigment is melanin right here. Okay? There's so many vast things we can speak about when we're talking about the chaga mushroom. Okay? It's got a vast benefits for your body. Alright, so we're going to speak a little bit on those, some of the vast benefits. But what I mainly want to do is tie this right here, this chaga mushroom, and make the connection to your third eye right here. Okay? This chaga mushroom is the #1 supplement for your third eye, okay? To calcify your pineal gland, as some may say, okay? But also to feed it, all right? Because, decalcification has become a cool term, decalcified pineal gland, decalcified third eye, all right? I don't think many people really understand what this means. They kind of just repeat the phrase and the term, all right? And they know that fluoride has some association there with the pineal gland being calcified, but I don't think many people understand the full, I don't think many people have the full understanding of why your pineal gland, first of all, is not functioning properly, and second of all, what we can do to help that, alright? Now, it's more than just stopping fluoride. Fluoride is the first thing you can do to help your pineal gland out, okay? There are studies that show that fluoride is the #1 detrimental substance that we can consume that directly does calcify our pineal gland and form a white coating over it so it doesn't operate at full capacity. Okay? Now, back to the chaga. Okay? The chaga has the highest form of melanin found on earth ever found in existence so far. Chaga mushroom, highest concentration of food source of melanin, okay? And that comes from this dark pigment right here, alright? Now, before we move on to melanin and its association with the pineal gland, let's first talk about all the other benefits that this mushroom has, alright? This mushroom also is the highest antioxidant content of any food source ever found to this day in existence on God's green earth, alright? The chaga mushroom, they have what is called an ORAC, O-R-A-C, ORAC value or score that determines the level of antioxidants within a certain food. Chaga has 365,000 units, or scored 365,000 on the ORAC scale. Okay. Second place, acai berry, comes in at 40-something thousand. Okay. So you can do the math, 4, 8, 12, 30, 40, 50, 16, somewhere 10 times as much, okay, antioxidants in chaga mushroom as the second place acai berry, alright? So, highest form of concentration of antioxidant right here, okay? Highest form of melanin source right here, okay? Also, this is said to be the most alkalizing substance on God's green earth as well, okay? These three should be enough alone for you. Stop, baby. These three should be enough alone for you, okay? Most alkalizing, highest concentration of melanin, highest concentration of antioxidants, okay? Now, it is the highest alkalizing food source on God's green earth due to its vast mineral content, alright? The minerals is what boosts and raises this alkalinity in the body when consumed, especially, okay? So let's move on and talk about the importance of the melanin in this piece of chaga, okay? The importance of this melanin right here in your body. First of all, melanin is a protective agent, okay? Melanin protects your body from free radicals, things like skin cancer, things of that nature, okay? Now, melanin also is the #1 food source that your pineal gland is craving, okay? If your pineal gland had a last supper, so to speak, or was on death row, so to speak, it would ask for chaga mushroom, a big cup of chaga mushroom tea and tincture and anything chaga related. It wants chaga, 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 you understand? So chaga is what your pineal gland is craving, okay? Your pineal gland is craving melanin, so in turn it can produce that melanin into melatonin, okay? Which produces your sleep cycle, calms you down, alright? And it also produces, or helps to produce, when fed properly, your third eye, helps to produce serotonin, alright? Serotonin is your feel-good chemical in your body, alright? So, first of all, if your pineal gland is not functioning optimally, alright, then you're obviously not secreting melatonin and serotonin efficiently and in enough abundance, okay? When you feed your pineal gland, it starts to rev back up and work at capacity, how it should be working. Now your sleep rhythm cycles are mandated more properly. It balances out your hormones. Chaga is also an adaptogen, okay? Which means, kind of how it sounds, it adapts to your body to give your body what it needs. Mainly in particular, adaptogens work to balance hormones and stress, okay? But they kind of balance out your homeostasis, okay? So they kind of just give your body whatever it needs. They're an amazing, amazing herb or mushroom. Anything that's an adaptogen does that to your body, alright? Now, chaga mushroom is one of the greatest adaptogens, alright? Being so fully rounded and broad spectrum, okay? So let's review. We have the highest form of antioxidants ever found in history of any food source right here in the chaga mushroom, okay? We have the highest form of melanin ever found on any food source right here in chaga mushroom, okay? We have the most alkaline food source on God's green earth right here in this melanin. We have an abundance of vitamins and minerals and even trace minerals right here in this chaga mushroom, okay? We also have a high concentration of adaptogenic properties in this to balance out your body, your homeostasis, your hormones, and there's many other vast benefits with this mushroom right here, okay, that it has to offer that we're just not going to relay right now, okay? I'm not going to go over every vitamin and mineral, honestly. I don't have the memory for that. I just know it has a vast array of it's also very anti, okay? So what I mean by that is it's anti-cancerous, antifungal, anti-parasitic, antibacterial. Alright, it's highly anti. Alright, that means it kills and knocks out. It's kind of like the OG on the block, alright? And the little pathogens and viruses and bacteria are kind of like you know, little baby gangsters, little thugs. They're trying to run around all wild. And the chaga mushroom, the OG, kind of steps in, you know, and gets everybody in check. Like, y'all better sit down and get yourself under control, kind of thing. You understand? So chaga. Now, I just want to make sure I didn't. This is my phone here, my Instagram. If I refer to any notes or anything, I always refer back to my page. Now, how amazing is that? All right. Antifungal, antimicrobial, antioxidant. Of course, we've already talked about that. Cancer fighting. Diabetes has properties to help with diabetes, DNA protection, cellular protection, oxidative stress protection. Okay, this all correlates with your stress and free radicals. Let's see, what else did we miss here? Yeah. We got all the pretty much basic general benefits of the chaga down. So we're going to move on once again and tie back into the connection that this chaga mushroom has to your third eye, okay? Now, once again, we said the melanin feeds your pineal gland, okay? This is the #1 food source that it wants, all right? When our pineal gland, once again, is operating optimally, all right? Now we're secreting the melatonin and the serotonin that we need, all right? To balance our body, balance our circadian rhythm, tell us to go to sleep, tell us to calm down, tell us to be in a good mood. All right, a pineal gland has much more jobs and duties than I think we realize. It is also the seat to our soul. All right, it is the seat to our intuition. All right, it is our third eye chakra, but it's much more than that. It's an actual gland in our body. It's one of the most important glands in our body, I should say. Okay, it's a pea-sized. It's only a pea-sized gland. All right, located dead in the center of our brain. All right, very, very important gland here. Cannot be underestimated or undervalued and underappreciated. All right, it's very important. They put the fluoride in the water for a reason. Okay, when you can't make these connections now from the fluoride, all right, you're also unable to tap into your spirituality. All right, fluoride is also a tool for spiritual warfare. You got to understand. Okay, so chaga can combat against spiritual warfare as well as protect your whole body. Okay, chaga mushroom, very, very powerful. I urge you to do a little more research, all right, on your own time. It's kind of like an overview, but you can get way more in depth right here with this mushroom. It has so much to offer. You can get a little bit more in depth and get a little bit a better understanding on its connection to your third eye. But in short, it is the melanin connection which feeds your third eye, all right, which helps it to produce, to work in full motion. Okay, so they go hand in hand extremely. They work in synergy extremely well. Okay, very, very powerful together. Your third eye is your seat to your soul, as we just said. Your intuition, your seat to unlock new realms of psychic ability and things of this nature. All right, psychic ability is not something that is some kind of facade or some kind of swindle put on by Sylvia Brown or Miss Cleo. We all are born with psychic abilities, all right, but they've been detoured and dumbed down, and we just need to tap back into these. All right, we all have the ability. Okay, have you ever had the feeling that maybe you should do this and you do it and it turned out to be a good decision? That all started from your intuition and your gut. You understand? It's a major, major key to guide you through life. Your intuition. All right, your psychic ability goes hand in hand with your intuition. All right. If you don't have the foresight, you obviously don't have the psychic ability. All right, intuition and psychic ability are pretty much the same thing. Okay, it's not as far out as y'all think. Just like other dimensions, they're not as far out as you think. Okay, we'll speak on that in another topic. But a lot of things are more highly obtainable than you may realize, my good people. Okay, and it all starts with your plate and with what you put into your body. All right, that's via herbs and food. But one more thing, that's also via thoughts, okay? And things like TV and anything intaking into the mainframe obviously has an effect on the outcome of your life, okay? We've been programmed our whole life, okay, without us ever really realizing it. So it's time to step back, unlearn, relearn, and then reprogram ourselves to the tune that we want, okay? Each and one of our bodies are like a tuning fork. Okay, if you want to get tuned into the certain signal of positivity and abundance and wealth and riches, you have to tune into that. All right, you can't tune into wealth and positivity on a negativity channel. It's just like a radio station. All right, you can't get classical on the hard rock channel, on the heavy metal channel. All right, so we're gonna wrap this up. We'll be back with plenty more topics, fifth dimension, all kinds of specific nutrition topics, all kinds of plant-based topics. I urge y'all to like, share, subscribe, and I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this video. In turn, not only do you raise your own vibration, but the whole vibration of the world through the Schumann resonance. All right? Appreciate y'all. We'll be back soon. Namaste.